Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing well. I am. I'm having a great day, actually. Um, I think there might be five of them kitties out there. I'll have to see. Um, anyway, I gave them some solid food today that I mixed with some canned milk and water. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, oh, I was going to say 10,000 Lakes, BC. How's your injury coming along? Are you able to like motivate pretty good now? Did it heal like okay and all that? I hope. So I was thinking about that and I thought I'll just ask you instead of write it, so you don't have to write back or just, take your time, whatever. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we'll get together. We're only what, a hour away from each other at the most. And if we meet in the middle, it's like a 20-minute drive for each of us or something. So, yeah, no biggie. We'll get there. So, yeah, one of these days. Um, yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. A lot on my mind today, but so I don't really have a topic, or I might. I don't know. just kind of just kind of hanging with everybody for a while, seeing how you are doing. I know it seems like almost everybody I know. That's one thing I was just thinking about. What's the longest you've went with a day, a peaceful day? Like how many in a row? Or have you had one totally peaceful day ever in your life? That's my question. It's not an odd question nowadays, is it, with the way things are and the way people are and whatnot? So, yeah, it's just really weird. We have some new internet stuff being put in, and it's just like whenever, a lot of times in my life, whenever there's like, especially like servicemen around, somebody else will just like show up out of the blue, you know, and then I end up like either getting humiliated, like, oh, if I told you what just happened to me, I'd be like, no way. And little things bug me, but yeah, I'll tell you then, okay. And jerk walked right in my room. He had permission to walk in the house, but not into my room. He could have said, excuse me or something, but he's just a pissant jerk. I'm getting sick of these people doing crap like that to me all the time. Let's knock it off. you know, Leave me alone, for God's sakes. You know, Jerks. Jesus. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. You know, for real. Yeah. Was kind of sunny out just a little bit ago, but it is a welcome cloudiness, but it's too like it's sort of breezy but humid. So if I close all the windows and turn the air conditioner on, I'll feel like I'm stifling myself, and so it's just a day for a fan. So that's the noise you hear in the background. So just so you know, you're not you're not losing your mind. It's noisy. Well, the constant. It's kind of a soft fan. It's not too bad. Some of them, like Doug has one. This last one he got, and it's just really a loud one. Sometimes you get these ones that seem to maybe calm down lately, but the first couple days, maybe that just getting used to it. But yeah, I don't know. It's annoying, you know. Yeah. Oh no. I'll think a bit here and I moved a chest that I had my horses. I have a 30-foot rope and bridles and halters and her first halter that I bought her and different things. Um, I'll put her comb and brushes and everything in there too. And then I had a handy halter. It's got a rope and a halter where I can just go and put it on her, and it's got the rope attached, so the halter and the rope. So it's red. It's really pretty. It looks so good on her. And we miss her really bad, you know. But oh well, she was our big buddy. But yeah, so I moved a chest with some of her stuff in it just a little while ago, and because I don't need it anymore, you know, and it's just taking up space, so I put it out in the shed, you know. It's my cedar chest. I was Some people put linens and stuff, but I just have like the only thing like that I'm saving is I have a great great grandmother that made doilies. They're if you don't know what they are, they're like lace, white lace, um, for on uh, woodwork, and you put it set like a lamp on it or a vase or whatever. So, but they're over 200 years old. Those ones I'll keep like forever, and pass them on to my sons and you know, I have four of them and two kids, so, you know, or I think there's more than that, come to think of it. I think there's like two big ones and four little ones. I don't know, but they're really pretty, and I have them tucked away, and that's about all the linen I really need to save, you know. I even tore up my wedding dress, so I mean, there's really nothing I'm going to save or anything, you know. I didn't really tear up any pictures. I tore some people out of some, but nothing that will go like to my kids or something like that. I just gave my son and his wife some of his stuff. Well, it was mine. Now it's theirs because I'm not salty like that. Them kids need to have part of their history. So I mean, I saved stuff like that. I got tucked away for them, but not much and nothing of my own personal stuff. I put a lot of stuff, um, lost a lot of things and places in my life, so it doesn't like, and so I'll just like sometimes start up a bonfire and burn stuff, whatever, you know, stuff gets old, you know. That's what God said. I'm gonna burn you. You're getting old. Yeah, I thought you loved me. Well, isn't that too damn bad? I'm gonna show you who's who. Yeah, well, thanks a lot for trying anyway. You know, it looks like the sun's trying to shine a little bit. It's not too bad. So I found this DJ. I'm not sure where he's from, but he did a really good mix of some. I haven't listened to disco for a long time, and it was pretty good mix, very entertaining. It's like he took some of the same old boring songs and parts that I got sick of. He took them out and ran them into other songs. It's just so smooth, right at a spot I might have too. It's like right on. That was perfect. So yeah, good little DJ. So if you're watching me, great job, because I subbed to him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out what I'm thinking it is Italian. I saw a video and he was talking to a person in Italy, so that might have been. And at first I thought, I know it ain't Mexican, but it's really close. So yeah, I can see the Latino Italian correlation. So I think it's Italian, but I'm not sure. I'll have to see. But if you're watching, really good mix you did with that disco funk, that was great. Super entertaining. I listened to that and then I was ready to go get some work done. It was like, that was good. Get some aerobics in before I did some heavy lifting. So, yeah. Yeah, like I said, good day. Oh, like I got heavy things on my mind too, but, you know, I'm not going to say it is what it is. That's so stupid. It isn't what it is. We're going to show you what it is, what it's supposed to be there. And then you'll know. And you can say it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, one of the first times though that I mentioned about that service people and people showing up that I told Doug were affiliated with witchcraft. Now, lately he called um some, well, they excommunicated me, some family members witches, and that was what Doug called somebody their boyfriend and whatever. I'm just repeating what was said about you, not actually what I said or how I feel in my heart. But since you were being mean, I thought it was funny, so there. But anyway, because I know you're still watching, and if you don't, even after I say that, I still be talking about you whether you like it or not. Not forever and not out of spite, but if it happens, so be it. But anyway, every time Doug and I have something important to do or something's up, somebody or something annihilates us. You know, go figure, right? Mhm. Yeah, well, I mean, like I say, when people call my home when I'm on a trip before I can even get home and try and annihilate me to my husband, and I mean, like he's known me for, I mean, we had mutual friends. We've seen each other around since I was a teenager, if not before. It's like sometimes when people are just like in others' lives, they've been there for a very long time for a good reason, you know. So that's pretty hard to. It's like somebody will say something about Doug, I'll listen, and then I'll cremate him, and that's what happened to my son's wife, you know. And that's on you. That's between you and Doug. You had that conversation and you said what you said about me, and that's totally on you. Not something I do to a woman and her husband, but that's how you roll. That's how you operate. So I hope God operates for you and you don't act like that no more to anybody because you don't want it happening to you. You've had it done, not by me, but you've had it done. So it's not cool. You don't do that. So nobody don't do that. Ever. You know, that's when you walk away. If you can't, not no no, no man should put you under. You're as one. You don't go separate for no one in any kind of speech towards your significant other, your spouse, your other half. You don't do that. Even though I wrote a letter of divorcement, he didn't sign it. We're estranged. Yep. But that doesn't mean that the bond isn't still there. So, in fact, I think it's getting even stronger. And the harder people try, the more aware Doug actually. If he gets angry, you're gonna be in trouble. Trouble, trouble. Oh oh. Can we say it? Oh oh in capital letters? Big time. I'm serious. When you're actually playing with people that all they gotta do is think something, you never want people to think bad about you. You really don't. And if you're thinking bad about people, you really got to ask yourself why, you know? Yeah. Especially when they're people that other people actually naturally love, you know, then you know something's off, you know. So anyway, yeah. I mean, people can call it narcissism, you can call it possession, you can call it lack of understanding, um, being misled or misleading others. I mean, and you can entail it all into one, but there's only one thing that can help you. And this is you cannot. Okay, who can sit there with a little tiny daughter saying grace at your table, yet you're angry because God didn't save you when you were tiny and you were being abused? Hey, join the club. But you're still hearing that little girl bless your food, you know? So, um, is she carrying all of you? Yeah, I know you carry each other. That's what families do, if they're real families, you know. You know, families like that have no incest, that teach their children how to craft or fish or garden or um, the moral standings in life, and what's expected if they choose to marry in their life, and if they choose not to, what's expected as a human in that area too. How you look upon your fellow human beings, you know, as being a ladies or gentleman, if that's the category you want to fit into, there is a criteria, you know. So, and yes, here goes another bomb. Here go whatever. And I might have said this before, but I'm saying it again. You know, when you're um, involved with somebody that's been in bisexual relationships, and I'm in your home and you're yelling faggot out at the service people or part of the apartment complex 2 or 3 times in front of other men, and you say what I said, I'm hateful in front of people and their children and your husband. No, the truth, what I said about not wanting somebody to live on my property that has no respect for me and thinks you're better than me, go away. Go far, you know, for real. But I guarantee you, I will find my grandchildren and my sons will talk to me again. No matter what my daughter in law said that to me, you will never talk to your son again. Well, we'll just see about that. Because I asked God and He told me different. So, and I hope you're with Him. So this time, when I, you know, it's like I told my youngest son too and his girlfriend, grow up. For reals. Don't be accusing me when you aren't seeing clear. You know, that's it right there. You know. And there might be a few things I said that I'm sorry for, but I'm not going to say that right now. It's not my place. I was supposed to be the guest. And like I said, I did ask if I should get a room, you know. Oh, no, no, no. I could have 40 kids and take care of them because they all take care of each other. Okie dokie. Whatever we say now, you know. Okay, I guess really too. Yeah, that's been on my mind, but you know what? All day that really wasn't on my mind till I got on here, and I have a feeling that the sub that I did lose today was probably who I'm talking to mostly here. So, but you know, it's okay because my other friends and families can hear my heart, what's going on today, and whatever with me. So, and I'm doing good. I'm happy. Sure, it makes my heart a little sad, but I'm not gonna crack up and roll down on the floor and cry, you know. So I really am not. So there's other children in this world that will, and young adults that I have as friends that hold me in high regard, and I them. So that's the mutual respect, and some of them don't have families either. So, and we all know each other, and we know why we like each other too. So we're the ones that would actually help each other with no strings, you know, those kind of friends. And yes, I have those kind of friends. So I love y'all, and you know who you are. I know you. You know, thanks for joining me. Yeah, hey, is a few, but the group's getting larger. If you noticed, people that really do have God in their heart and they're not afraid to say so. I've watched my friends speak more openly. They know who saves them when they're down and who brings them up and who's working through people. So the real ones like that, you know, it's a very important thing. So, oh, let's see. That well, I guess we have more hot weather coming up. We had a really couple nice cool days, and actually the heat came on a couple times, and each day the last couple days. So, oh, I'll tell you this. Just one moment. I made a recipe that Chef Jamie Oliver made. I think it was him, or it might have been Emerald, but I'm pretty sure it was Jamie Oliver. Um, Cooks for his wife, and she comes home in the evening. That's how we started his show through Martha Stewart. Well, he took a salmon um, and fillet and buttered or greased the bottom of a grill, or not a grill pan. I used a baking dish, any kind of pan that your fish that won't drip in your oven. You know, if you have like a cookie sheet with an edge or whatever, you know. But anyway, and you can use parchment paper too. But anyway, I would just use butter and put my salmon down on there, and then you take hash browns, thaw out frozen hash browns. I had ones you rehydrate and put them on, and then I melted enough butter to drizzle over the top of the hash browns and threw it in the oven for I at 460. It took about almost a half hour, but it depends on your oven. But you can tell it's done when the fish starts having that opaque color, the white comes out like the juice. And of course, you can tell when your hash browns are done because they'll start to brown. And they don't brown like super, super crispy like I like them, but they get pretty good, pretty tasty. And I'm allergic to fish and potatoes, but I made and I had a little bit. Doug had more and then had leftovers too, cause. But anyway, that turned out so good. That was really good, and I'm gonna do it again. So, and I think I had a little cottage cheese with mine. I was gonna make a salad, but Doug just wanted that. But I would have made a salad with that too. So, but maybe cottage cheese too, or whatever. But just any fish and potatoes, like fish and chips and shrimp and French fries. And I was thinking, I bet that is good, and it did turn out good. It was quite the experiment for me. So yeah, yeah, pretty nice. So, yeah, I made that the night before last. So yeah, last night I just took some little more hash browns I had made, but I took eggs and some Cajun sausage. and hash browns and made like a little hot dish with some wild rice toast. So that was good. So, kind of quick. So I had everything just hanging around and just threw it together. So, let's see. I don't know. I maybe if I have some things that are really pressing that is on my mind, because I did have a few things that are like super deep discussions, and I might have to start writing stuff down so when I get on here I remember, because otherwise I'm just talking about what's going on in my day and whatnot, unless um, you know, life during today. But I guess I really didn't have a. I think my biggest thing is wondering how long how long have you actually gone with a day of peace, like nobody interrupt you, nobody tried to bring your vibe down, it's like even if the sun wasn't shining or whatever, I might have two out of a year maybe, but do you really even go like a half a day without some jackass doing something, just something? I don't know. Usually it's multitudes of things every day, and we just have to just like let it go and move on. But that's not a natural feeling to have to even have that icky thing there. It's like wow. I like being around people that don't give me that icky vibe like that. So yeah, for real. You know. Because you can tell for whatever, if it's misunderstanding or downright manipulation or whatever it is, you person can tell. It's just like, ooh, like Leonard Skinner says, ooh, that smell. Can you smell that smell? The smell that's around you. It's like, yikes. I might smoke, but there's other stuff. So, oh, speaking of that, any suggestions on a guy that I don't know if he's still doing drugs, because I know he quit drinking, but um, and he got shot in the head and he gets disability, but he even sleeps with his shoes on, takes them off, changes his clothes like maybe once a month, takes a shower, and otherwise, like the other day he had like leaves in his hair and dirt you could see on his scalp. It was so disgusting because he works getting car parts, and sometimes he's greasy and it's just nasty, but yet he says he has God in his heart, and he's a shrewd businessman. And when I wouldn't Doug wouldn't get up the other day, it was the night after our anniversary, he was he stayed up like till 4 in the morning. I did till about 3, and then when Doug, he didn't call first, and just got pissed when Doug wouldn't get up. Doug's like, "No, I'm not getting up. This dude gives me a dirty look," and it's like, uh. And he was here one other time hinting that he had to take the catalytic converter off his van because he didn't have no money. And one other time I borrowed him some money, then he bitched when he had to pay it back. It's like, okay, whatever. I didn't say nothing. I'm like, go cut your shit off, dude. But yeah, give me a dirty look when Doug's sleeping, and you know, uh, and then he stores some stuff over here in a van. He's got to get it out of here now. But him and his friend were like, it felt like they're crawling around the yard and grabbing stuff. They just gotta go get their stuff and go. I'm so sick of doing stuff for people like when they're like that. And, I heard somebody say that you'd take people in your home if, you know, oh, I have so many times you wouldn't believe the nightmare horror stories. If you're giving on here and you're helping ease my heart, and I can go and give some food or some money to somebody else, you just did me a favor. I just did them a favor, and we're just paying it forward. And we each do what we do in our lives. Everybody has their own gifts. Don't let anybody, I heard somebody saying that crap, and it's like, no, weirdo, you do what you do. In fact, I've seen people that take other people in just so they'll have not only the company, but a car because they don't have a driver's license. And they'll take people in to do errands and do work around there or to start up businesses and use them. I have seen this. Doug saw a guy too that we knew that was actually murdered because he was a handicapped guy. He was slow. But the minute he started learning something, their boss killed him, and we can't prove it. But that's some Masonic shit, and that's another story for another time. Truth. So, when I'm telling you about this witchcraft stuff and this nasty shit on a daily basis, and it's got to stop. Sure, I sound a little riled sometimes because you do annoy me, but in another way, battling you brings me glee because that's what I'm meant to do. And if I kind of get carried away sometimes, God only lets me go so far and He'll pull me back. And you're so fortunate that that's who I am and who I've always been. Oh, God dang it, you are so lucky. The people that really wish to do me harm and my children, because when you do hurt the mother, you are hurting the child, no matter the age, and there is a connection that goes with Satan and the children on this planet. So, really, you would use your words a little differently if those were your concerns in life, and that's how people roll. And with families, you can't go hurting one family member and not really hurt the other. That's what the world's like, but these people don't understand that. They don't see it like that. So, and that's just ludicrous. I wish them the best, but also I'm getting to the point where I wish they get a little bit of what they deserve coming up on their asses. Not too much, just enough to wake them up. So, because nothing else been working, and God's been waiting thousands and thousands of years to give them a wake up call that they sorely need. So, and that will all work out for the better. So, well, I hope you have a really good day. I don't know. They're pushing food that's got maybe DNA, whatever, fetal matter, whatever. I can't prove things, and the plant based stuff that really is not, and the sacrifice that's going along with the plant based stuff, like the feminine, the plant, the male, the muscle, the the bull, um, and the witchcraft. They know what they're doing, and so you really are only hurting yourself in the long run, that flesh. And that's how you torment your soul, by what you're doing to other people and with no regard for them. You have no regard for yourself, and that's the saddest part of the whole thing. And yes, that part has made me cry, but I can't. It's not time for my tears. It's time for everybody else's tears. Time for the rest of us to start laughing how we love to do best and how they don't love us to do. They can laugh, but it's a wicked laughter. It's not the same. So, well, peace and love, everybody. And I will be back. And maybe I don't need to be making no lists. I seem to be doing okay. Yeah, God guides me. Let Him guide you too. Peace. I love y'all. Thank you for joining me.